Thomas worked for more than 3 decades with a clear goal: retire at 65 with enough money to finally enjoy life. He rarely took long vacations, avoided expensive hobbies, and focused on saving. Every year he maxed out his retirement contributions and lived modestly. His plan was simple: work hard now so he could enjoy freedom later. By the time he reached his early 60s, the plan seemed to be working. He had built a retirement portfolio worth over $2 million. He dreamed of traveling the world, learning to sail, and finally spending time doing the things he had postponed for most of his adult life. Then something unexpected happened. At 62, Thomas suffered a heart attack. He survived, but the recovery changed his life permanently. His doctor warned him that physically demanding activities were no longer safe. Long international travel could also be risky for his health. When Thomas eventually retired at 65, he had the money he had spent decades saving, but not the physical ability to enjoy many of the experiences he had imagined. He could relax, watch television, and take quiet walks, but sailing, adventurous travel, and many of the activities he had postponed were no longer realistic. The resources were there, but the energy and health required to use them were gone. This situation highlights a problem with the traditional retirement mindset. Many people are taught that the responsible approach to life is to work continuously for 40 years and then begin enjoying freedom at retirement age. The idea is that discipline and delayed gratification will eventually lead to a perfect future. The issue is that this strategy assumes your health and energy will still be available decades later. Research shows that physical performance peaks relatively early in life and gradually declines with age. Strength, endurance, and mobility slowly decrease over time. By the time many people reach their mid-60s, their bodies simply cannot do everything they once could. In addition, a large percentage of people develop health conditions later in life that limit physical activity. This means the dream of enjoying retirement exactly as planned often doesn't match reality. Thomas postponed many experiences that required energy and physical ability. By waiting until retirement, he unintentionally moved those dreams to a stage of life when they became much harder or impossible to pursue. This raises an important question. Should life enjoyment always be postponed until the very end of a career? An alternative approach is what some people call mini-retirements or periodic sabbaticals. Instead of waiting 40 years for freedom, people occasionally take extended breaks throughout their working lives. For example, someone might take several months off every few years to travel, learn a new skill, or pursue experiences that require youth and energy. These breaks allow people to use their physical capability while they still have it. Financially, this doesn't necessarily destroy long-term savings. Missing a small number of working years might reduce the final retirement balance somewhat, but it may provide valuable life experiences that cannot be delayed until old age. The key idea is balancing money and energy. Money can be earned again later. Energy and physical ability decline with time and cannot be stored for the future. Activities like hiking mountains, learning demanding sports, or traveling intensively rely more on physical capability than financial resources. This doesn't mean abandoning retirement savings or spending recklessly. It simply means recognizing that life happens across decades, not just after age 65. Working hard and saving responsibly are important, but so is using your time and energy while you still have them. Instead of postponing every meaningful experience for a distant future, a balanced approach allows people to build wealth while still living meaningful moments along the way. In the end, a fulfilling life may require more than just reaching a large number in a retirement account. It may also require using your healthiest years to create experiences that money alone cannot replace.